So here's the Hobbyzone Super Cub S2 in my local park. I like to go there maybe in the afternoon or evening when the wind is calming down, and I found this really nice spot on top of the hill where I have a clear view of the path. I'm just doing figure eights and a few 360 turns as well. If you're wondering about the odd noise you hear, it's actually, this one is driven by a brushed motor and there's a gearbox, so it does make a bit of an odd noise. And I'm flying this with the Spectrum DX8 Generation 2 transmitter, and I set a timer for 5 minutes. Which works fine for the 150 milliamp batteries. And I think when there is no wind, and when you're like here, you're in a bit of a tight spot, it's really nice to fly this plane because you can go so slow, and I think it's responsive also. This is all in the safe, so I don't have to worry about leveling the aircraft, and just have to fly it, point it to increase or decrease throttle and find my path. And as you saw in the beginning, I did hand launch this one, and I did it because the grass is just too tall. I cannot have a ground launch. It works fine, you know. I just keep the transmitter in my left hand, pull up the throttle to maybe 50%, and then make a smooth throw of the plane. And it's really nice because even if you don't have a large venue to fly the plane, or for me this takes like 2 minutes to walk to this park. So if I feel like flying, I can just grab my little Super Cub and go to the park. And I would like to try my larger RC airplanes, like the Hobbyzone Champ. I don't know if I could have used my turbo timber as well, if that's you know, a bit too big and flies a bit too fast, because the Hobbyzone Super Cub S2, it flies really extremely slow, and I think it just handles nicely at that low speed. And of course I could find more spots in this park to have like the pilot's view and find a new path, which I probably will. But I think this is a nice place where there usually are no people running around. I'm not, except for when I'm flying over here, I'm not over any people, even though this plane weighs like 57 grams, and even if someone would end up with this one on their head, they wouldn't get hurt. And this is actually a perfect beginner aircraft, RC aircraft, because you know it got the safe feature. It's inexpensive, it's small, you can fly it slow. So beginner, I think almost anyone could fly this plane in a larger space. It takes a bit of practice to be able to make these turns just without hitting any trees or run into the ground. So it's almost time to land, and with this one it's difficult to do like nice landings, especially on the grass. So It will dive on the nose and maybe end up on its back, but nevertheless it doesn't hurt the plane. And here's my timer telling me I have to land. The time is expired, so let's land then. Yeah, thank you for watching.